ladies and gentlemen, to conclude the speeches today, I call upon the best man.
So, yeah, thank you very much for the introduction. I can't believe that we're already at this stage in this day already. I would like to say a big thank you to all the staff here at Lumley Castle for helping to organise such a magical day. So please do we show our appreciation. So, I know there have been a lot of speeches today, and I'm sure you're all pretty tired of hearing them, so I just want to assure you all that this is going to be the quickest 3.5 hours of your lives. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Tomas, also known as the best man. Best man. I like the sound of that. But what is the best man? I thought about the term, and I realised that if I'm the best man, why is Vicky marrying Steve? I don't know, but for now, I'll just be a pretty good man, and Steve, you can be the best man. In all seriousness though, I was honoured when Steve asked me to be his best man. I was really, really looking forward to it. Organising the stag and wearing a fancy suit, it sounded really great. Until I realised I had to write a speech and read it out to 80 of his closest friends and family on the biggest day of his life. So naturally I started panicking because I had no idea what to say. So I did what any logical person would do. I went to the internet. And I searched for hours and hours and I found some really good stuff. But then I realised I was supposed to be looking for speech ideas, and I was back to square one. So, I think I'll just talk about Steve, and to be honest, it's probably easier that way. So, where to begin? So, I've been lucky enough to have known Steve since I was 15. We met in the same way that all epically cool people do, working for the school stage crew. And we started hanging out, and he became my personal chauffeur. And by that, I mean being a really decent guy and giving me lifts home every night. Really though, I wouldn't be the person I am today without all the things Steve taught me during those first few years. He spent his time teaching me. And by that, I mean dragging me kicking and screaming through my AS level maths. I got an A, by the way, just in case. He also taught me to drive in a church car park, because where better to joyride than holy ground? But then he left for uni, and I thought I'd lost him. Until he started working for the family company, and now we can't get rid of him. And nor would we want to. Since then, we've had some incredible times together. We've travelled the world, we've skied and fallen down mountains, glamped in fields and raved at festivals. We've met some interesting characters in Atlanta, nearly got caught in a fire inside a mountain, and danced around covered in powder paint, and threw in some very loud and very crazy parties. We spent time in woodland, just enjoying being surrounded by nature. We've relaxed in spas, and climbed breathtaking mountains of Poland. Steve, have you realised how a lot of these memories involve mountains? Why is that? We've jumped out of planes, with parachutes, dangled from harnesses, pretending to climb wind turbines. And then you actually climbed one. We spent Christmases and birthdays together. We've cried a lot and laughed an awful lot. We found new adventure together, but most importantly, we found ourselves together. We're family, and you have no idea how happy that makes me. I wish I could just stand up here and just tear into Steve for 5 minutes, because that's the job of the best man, right? But it's difficult because he's one of the nicest guys I know. Steve is one of the most genuine, generous, honest, and all-round decent people I've ever had the privilege to meet. But why am I telling you all this? You already know this. That's why you're here celebrating this wonderful day. So I'll tell him, Steve, you're one of the most genuine, generous, honest, and all-round decent people I've ever had the privilege to meet. You're talented, caring. I'm going to run the risk of listing off all your wonderful qualities off my fingers, which could take a while. So for now, just believe me when I say, I love you.
Thank you.
You deserve all the happiness in the world, and I've never seen you as happy as you are when you're with Vicky. And as for Vicky, how do I even begin to describe the woman that brings my friend so much happiness? For those of you who haven't had the pleasure of meeting Vicky yet, let me tell you that you're in for an experience. Vicky is warm, loving, funny, intelligent, and exactly the partner you want to see your friend dancing through life with. Her smile is absolutely infectious, and I've never heard her say a single bad word about anyone. She is truly beautiful, inside and out. No. I could not be happier that she and Steve have found each other. Of course, today's celebrations are tainted with a bitter sadness. As you know, last week Steve's mum, Judith, passed away. So I would just like to take a moment to remember that and remember her. She was an incredible woman, and I'm sure she's smiling from wherever her consciousness now resides. Weddings always make you appreciate the importance of family, and as I'm sure you'll agree that today, more than most, we are reminded of the frailty of life and how important it is to make the most of every moment that we have on this earth. Vicky, Steve, you are lucky enough to have found your partner for life, the person whose rhythm matches your own, and who wants to dance with you under the stars for eternity. You're an inspirational couple with so much love to give and goodness in your hearts. I have no doubt that I'm not alone in saying that you truly enhance the lives of those around you. The next chapter of your lives is filled with possibilities. Make the most of every moment. Laugh together, dance together, and love together. So, with that, let's raise a toast. Grab your glasses. To love, to laughter, and to Vicky and Steve's future together. To Mr. and Mrs. Lowry.